What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and welcome to another Tag 1 Revisited video. And today it's my honor to give you True Ogre from Tag 1, the almighty Lord of Cheese. Holy shit, when I did some labbing now and I just remembered what I had to deal with back then, and it's like, suddenly you forget about Lily, Eliza, Asuka, Noctis, Katarina, Xiaoyu. What's that guy's name? Eddie? Yeah, Eddie. You forget about all of those because, I mean, overall, Tag 1 compared to Tekken 7 is just chock full of shit and the most broken stuff. But True Ogre was unbelievably cheesy in a game full of cheese. And yeah, we're gonna explain all of it here. I mean, unseeable unblockables is that explains some of it. The cheesiest throw of all time, Waning Moon, explains some of it. Cheap ass launchers, range across the stage, the flames of Baguru. I'm gonna explain all of it. I mean, except for the flames, they weren't very good. But this is still, you know, 25, I think this is 25 frames. That's unblockable. But we're gonna get into it. But first off, I have to say that in Tag 1, just like in Street Fighter, the characters, their health pools varied. They have different amounts of health points. King, for example, had 10% more health than your average character. Your average character is 100%. King has 110%. True Ogre and Ancient Ogre had more health than any other character in the game at 115%. So already, he has 15% more health than your average character. Yes, let's start there. And now his range. This is full crouch forward 2, his snake arm. This will hit from pretty much any part of the stage. I mean, it's just completely absurd, and I think it launches on counter hit. Yeah, it launches on counter hit. Pretty nice. He has Kazuya's while standing too. What's that? Oh, it's got. Oh, I guess it's got a little bit better range than Kazuya's while standing too. And of course, it also stuns. Clean hit there if we're close. We can do this into Waning Moon. That's very hard to break into nothing, I guess. Come on, King. Oh god, I didn't want the hug. God damn, the controls are clunky as fuck in this game. There we go, come on. Okay, so that's guaranteed. And then on counter hit, you see that? 55 damage. 55 damage! That's almost half life in this game. Oh, you died. A normal character, I think it's 130 health points. So that was death. Sweet! But yeah, I just wanted to stress the range. And his forward 2, which is like Jin and Devil Jin's, you know, forward 2. True Ogre did it by pressing only forward 2. Enormous range. It has pushback on block. It's minus 17, so it would be punishable if it wasn't for the range combined with the pushback. But what was so absurd with this move was the fact that it tracked so much for some reason. Wait, we're gonna do this. I mean, it can actually hit from that. You see, it realigns with King. You saw that? It had a huge ghost phantom hitbox from hell, where combined to those other like power thrust moves that are very linear, this one would actually catch people who were towards his sides. So this move was enormously powerful. But now we're gonna get into one of the absolute best moves ever in Tekken history. It's True Ogre's down forward 1+2. It is a long range mid launcher, very long range. It's very fast at 24 frames. when he does it, he crouches and he's big as a truck, but he actually crushes quite a bit in the initial frames here. And then he launches higher than an electric. And of course, it is safe on block. And not only is it safe, it recovers kind of fast at -5 on block. Sorry, such clunky controls. You can't buffer anything from a block. But yeah, it recovers very, very quickly. And of course, you know, does it hit grounded? Yes, it does, very reliably, with a lot of range. You see the range? And it was probably the best back roll catch in the game. Like, for example, I launch you, do some, oh god, do some form of combo, and then you back roll, I'll just relaunch you. Very easy with this move. Oh shit. Oh, that was too early. Very easy with this move. So if you back roll or if you lie on the ground, that move kills you. But we're gonna get into the tech catches because you couldn't back roll, you couldn't lie on the ground, you couldn't tech roll either, and we're gonna get into it very soon. But first I just want to show his full crouch 50-50 mix-up, which is basically Anna's mix-up. But this is true Ogre, so we have absurd range. This is an unseeable arm sweep. It has crazy range. And it will actually go into a full combo. Like so, 55 damage, which is a lot in this game. And you could mix that with while standing 2, as I showed at the start, which has pretty much infinite range. And then, let's talk a little bit about forward 4. You know, he has the Mishima forward 4. On hit, it's +8. On guard, +11. But +11. A jab is 10 frames. Do we have range on True Ogre's jabs? Absolutely. Oh, what's that? I get a guaranteed jab if they block my forward 4? I guess I'll take it. A jab into plus frames. And I also have lightning fast unblockables to mix up with. That's pretty good, I think, actually. And then, do I have an unseeable low launcher? Absolutely. Sidestep 4. Wow, I dropped the combo. You see, 52 damage, unseeable low from sidestep. Oh god, we even have an... I mean, it is launch punishable on block, but it's an unseeable low launcher. That's very good. And it's got quite a bit of range, if I remember correctly. But now, let's get into the beautiful part of True Ogre. Let's start talking about unblockables and tech catches. Like, for example, I showed the down for 1+2 earlier. Very easily, you could use this Bruce unblockable that has great tracking and great range. Great tracking and great tracking and great range, and does 60 damage. So let's say you want to do a quick rollback. Okay, it's got great range, so if I back roll, it's gonna catch me. Okay. You know what? I guess I'm gonna have to tech roll. I'm gonna have to tech roll that shit. Yes. It is homing. It fully tracks like fucking 360 around him. So again, you can't tech roll, you can't back roll, you can't do a goddamn spring forward. Oh, sorry. Yeah. There's literally nothing you can do other than lie down on the ground, don't do anything, and hope it's over. But then we have a ground hitting down for 1+2 from far range and does 100% damage, 25. Oh, fuck me. And this hits grounded, down 3+4. Sidestep 4 hits grounded. If you try and stand up, it launches you, as I showed you before. It's so absurd. And of course, let's get into the unseeable unblockables. Back 2 into down 3-4. See, we get a follow-up. Eesh. And that has pretty good range, I think. These unblockables were spammed all the time. No one could react to them. But this one is still faster. 4-4-2. You see how fast it is? Into follow-up. That is super cheesy. And it's got quite a bit of range. But now, let's get into la creme de la creme. Like the mighty overlord of... I mean, all of this is super cheese. But this 4-4-2 is quite... it's quite the move. This would... I mean, my brother would play true Ogre, and this move would make me want to take a hammer and hit him very hard in the forehead, but I never did that. But it's a long-range mid-mid that, you see, does 35 damage, and you can follow up with down 3-4 for 60 damage. so that's basically a combo, if this hits. But the interesting thing, and the uber troll thing by Bandai Namco, is make it so that if you block it, the second hit is unblockable. Yes. The second hit is unblockable. So, but there was a way of escaping this if you blocked it. And now I'm gonna see if I do have my controller plugged in. That's great. Where... You see? What I did with the player 2 controller there is I tap down. If you block the first hit and tap down, you can actually escape it. But you can't punish true Ogre. You step it and it's completely safe. I'm gonna see if I can. It's... Oh god, this is hard to do. I'm literally using 2 controllers here to try and show you guys. You see, it's completely safe. And that step is hard to do on reaction on a move that's 20 frames fast. So a smart player would use this move very sparingly. He would use all the other moves, and then suddenly this would come. And on reaction, if you manage to block it, because you could be eating the whole thing for 60 damage. But most of the time you didn't react in time, and the full thing would connect and 1,000,000 damage. So again, you have to block it and then step. Press step and you dodge it and you get nothing. You can't punish him. So you can just do it again. It's a mind-bogglingly stupid move. And True Ogre, in essence, was like playing a boss character. And he is a boss character, but as soon as they're playable, they shouldn't be like a boss, you know, have completely broken properties. But that's how he was. He was completely broken and more health. But yeah, my favorite will always be this. That's my favorite. I mean, I don't know how many times that killed me. can't tech roll, can't back roll, can't do anything. Can't do anything. So I hope you understand how problematic this was and how happy we are that this is not in Tekken anymore. And I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a nice day. Take care.